is enough said.
What's up, Heat Nation? Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Video number 2 of the day. Would really appreciate your support. If you guys can like the channel, don't forget to subscribe because we're pushing to 6,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for your continued support. Now together, we're going to rock and roll on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Before we get to today's topic, you guys, just want to go ahead and say thank y'all so much. My last video got a bunch of views, bunch of likes, bunch of comments already. You guys are the real MVP. I promise to get to all your comments as quickly as I can. It's a little difficult sometimes, but I tried my best. But for today, the Miami Heat have a second game of a back-to-back against the Golden State Warriors. And I got to admit, you guys, this one's going to be tough. After going through a double overtime game last night against the Sacramento Kings, I know a lot of these Heat players are sore, bruised, beat. They're young, so that is a very good benefit. It's not like we're talking about Jimmy Butler playing. You know, we got a majority of our guys are in the mid-20s, early 20s, so they can do it. They're hoopers. That's what they do. But you saw a lot of energy get sucked from this Miami Heat team, and when you lose a battle like that after going to double OT, it kind of gets to your psyche. So I hope the Miami Heat can bounce back and have a great game tonight against the Golden State Warriors. It's definitely going to be tough. One thing I do want to mention, the Heat have to make the playoffs. There's just no other way around it. One thing I didn't mention in my previous video, you guys, that I did want to mention, it's important that the Heat make the playoffs this year because the Heat have their 2025 draft pick lottery protected. So what that basically means is if the Miami Heat do not make the playoffs this year, they don't get their draft pick. That draft pick goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, if the Heat do make the playoffs, they will receive their draft pick and their 2026 pick to OKC will become unprotected. It gets lifted. But this, I mean, you want to have a draft pick this year. You really want that. So you got to make the playoffs. It's very important because if the Heat don't make the playoffs, I believe they lose another draft pick for the future as well. I'm not exactly sure how all those works and finagles, but I do know that the Heat need to make the 2025 playoffs. It's a must. So I know that Jimmy Butler is out right now, and I know that we're enjoying this young build. It's the first of two, it's the second game that we've seen this team officially off the Jimmy Butler era. I mean, that is, if he gets traded, for all we know, this situation can blow up in our face and Jimmy Butler just has to come back to Miami and ride out the season. Heat haven't traded him yet, but we are seeing the youth movement. So it's fun seeing this youth movement, but they need a win because if they don't make the playoffs, we're in a world of pain. Because I'm sure when the Heat made some of these trades, it wasn't with the thought process that Jimmy Butler was going to ask out and we weren't going to keep him anymore. And that's kind of goes into the segue of what I want to talk about in today's video, you guys, because it's been called for question so much. I've seen a lot of people call for his job, call his name, Pat Riley. And I know this is a lot of with the younger Miami Heat audience. I mean, look, I'm in the era, I'm a 90s kid. I'm from the era that I feel like is probably one of the best era as far as watching sports because I'm young enough to appreciate and admire and watch the current build, and I am going to be able to watch the future build, but I'm not old enough because but I'm not so young to the point that I was able to see all of the greats in the 90s. Like Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Shawn Kemp, Patrick Ewing, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, Penny Hardaway, Reggie Miller, Alonzo Mourning, yada, 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 yada. I saw them all. I've seen Jordan's generation. I've seen LeBron's generation. I've seen it all. And that's a great thing to have, you guys. And one thing that I've noticed is that people that have been around for the long haul respect Pat Riley. Give Pat Riley that Godfather persona. Us that have experienced the Miami Heat with Pat Riley since 1995. We know that what Pat Riley's done for this organization. Multiple NBA Finals appearance, multiple playoffs, multiple Eastern Conference Finals appearance, 3 NBA championships, a plethora of Hall of Famers. Pat Riley has gotten the job done. But a lot of people have been questioning Pat Riley's moves, especially the last few years. Now, this kind of goes all the way back, you guys. And look, I mean, the title of this video is Pat Riley killing the Miami Heat? I don't think so. But again, I come from the era that we look at Pat Riley as the Godfather. Pat Riley can't do no wrong. And I've been seeing for the last few years, not a lot of right has been going on. Now, if you want to backtrack, you guys, I would have to say we would have to go as far back as 2014. Now, we can say that Pat Riley was the godfather that brought LeBron, Wade, and Bosh together. It was Wade that got LeBron and Bosh together, but it was the finagling of Andy Ellsberg, the money guy for the Miami Heat, the executive vice president of this team, that made it work. Because Andy Ellsberg was able to do the numbers and move and have Pat Riley move players specifically to where it would fit 3 maximum level contract players. Then Wade convinces Bosh and LeBron to take less money so they can also add Mike Miller and Udonis Haslem to the team. So yeah, Wade brought together the big 3, but let's be real here. LeBron James wasn't just going anywhere. Pat Riley was a huge influencer. As a matter of fact, a few months prior in 2010, Pat Riley and Michael Jordan had a dinner with Pat Riley, that had a dinner with LeBron James and convinced LeBron James to steer away from the number 23. That's when he went to number 6. So Pat Riley had a lot of influence in players in 2010. But in 2014, the writing was on the wall. LeBron doesn't pay attention to Pat Riley in his pitch for free agency. So the whole dropping the rings on the table didn't work this time. Not saying he did that. He just didn't have LeBron's attention. It was the player power movement. And that's where I think Pat Riley has kind of dwindled with his Godfather presence. Because back in those days, it was all about what the team can do, what moves the team can make to get the players. But LeBron started player empowerment. The decision and the freedom to go wherever the hell you want. And not only in free agency, sign with a team for maximum level money and then request a trade to get out of there. Kevin Durant started that. So this has evolved. And I think Pat Riley's kind of stayed in the back burner because he let LeBron walk in 2014. Not even a sign-in trade to get something back. LeBron just leaves. Because remember, in 2010, when LeBron left Cleveland for Miami, it was a sign-in trade. Bosh also. Cleveland and Toronto got back draft picks. Miami got nothing. LeBron just left. Deuces. 2016, you let Wade walk. That was bad. 2017, Chris Bosh eventually retires. That you were protecting. But Bosh wanted to play in 2016 and the Heat wouldn't let him. I'm not saying it was Riley's fault. They were protecting him. But that is something else right there. Players watch this stuff. Then in the 2017 offseason, when that team did the 30-11 run, you gave boneheaded contracts to guys like Hassan Whiteside, who got a max. Dion Waiters, James Johnson, and Tyler Johnson also got contracts that made no sense. They kind of went all in with that 30-11 team thinking they can do something. They really couldn't do anything. Jimmy Butler comes to the franchise. You get Jimmy Butler out of a sign-in trade, but was it really Pat Riley? It was Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was the one that was talking to Jimmy Butler. Dwayne Wade was the one that was telling Jimmy Butler, this is the organization for you. This is the organization that will allow you to be you the way that you want to be. Eric Spoelstra constantly said that Dwayne Wade sold Jimmy Butler to Pat Riley and Spo, telling them this is your guy. We've also seen during the Jimmy Butler build, Pat Riley didn't really necessarily give Jimmy Butler the tools that he needed to win. He did that first year. He did that amazing trade, including Dion Waiters and Justice Winslow, getting the Miami Heat, Jay Crowder, Solomon Hill, and Andre Iguodala. Those guys helped. Then after that, in the 2020 season, after Jimmy Butler does that magical run in the bubble, you think right there, you got to get Jimmy the guy. The Heat didn't get it. They just basically retooled for another year. They get bounced in the first round. 2022, Jimmy's fault. He pushes the Heat to get Kyle Lowry. They work with Jimmy, but they also get PJ Tucker. They have a magical run as the first seed, losing Game 7 to the Eastern Finals with one Jimmy Butler missed three. But do you retool? PJ Tucker leaves. Did you get anybody to fill in the power forward role? No. Now you have Caleb Martin and Haywood Highsmith fill in that role. Another mid-season. You pick up Kevin Love during the buyout. That's fine. Then you have that magical run in 2023. And this was the opportunity for Pat Riley to show that he was the godfather. Because Damian Lillard was all in to come to Miami. But instead of Pat Riley closing the deal like he's been known to do, he dropped the ball. He didn't want to overspend for Damian Lillard. And I understand Damian Lillard has a lot of money coming up for the next 3 years. But at that point, when Jimmy Butler did what he did in the 2023 offseason, it was time to get Jimmy some help. It was time. Jimmy was 34. You only have so many years left. You had to capitalize. Pat Riley couldn't close the deal. You lose on Damian Lillard. You don't even go and try to get Drew Holiday. There was even a report in the 2023 trade deadline that Pat Riley fell asleep. I'm not saying that I've lost faith in Pat Riley. I'll never say that, you guys. I love Pat Riley. He's the godfather. And at the end of the day, I know he can get deals done. But I've seen so many comments and people frustrated in Pat Riley. And we've never really done a video specifically about Riley. So I want to hear from y'all, Heat Nation. Do you guys feel that Pat Riley has killed this Miami Heat franchise, seeing what's happened with Jimmy Butler? Because remember, all Pat Riley had to do was pay Jimmy, and he could have kept him happy. But I understand Pat Riley's perspective. Jimmy doesn't play 82 games. Jimmy doesn't give it his all during the regular season. So why are you going to give a guy like that maximum money who doesn't give you maximum effort in the regular season? Do you think Pat Riley has it left in him to make a move by the trade deadline or even in the offseason to give this Miami Heat team one more push? I'm really interested in hearing what you guys think in the comments. Let me know. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We're pushing to 6,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for the continued support. Until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Let's go Heat. Let's get this dub tonight. I still believe. Yeah, buddy.